It's 6 p.m. and there's no better time for a mouth-watering dinner of your favorite Golden Penny Noodles jollof hot flavor. Golden Penny Noodles, I want what I want.
This is Royal FM News.
The time is 6 o'clock. Broadcasting live from the International Media Center in Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. Good evening and many thanks for staying with us on Royal FM 95.1 in Ilorin. Here's the news around the globe. First, the headlines. National Population Commission says postponement of 2023 census was to avert national crisis. Government urged to extend subsidy-related palliative to private sector. Amza affirmed as Kogi Labour Party's deputy governor candidate. Abia doctors suspend 6-month strike. And on the foreign scene, Ukraine army attacked Russian forces in southern Zaporizhia region. And on business news, Central Bank of Nigeria lists benefit of e-Naira intensified sensitization. In entertainment news, Hilda Bassi denies charging 25,000 Naira to meet supporters in Abuja. And in the world of sport, Pesero lists Osime, Iwobi, 21 others for Sierra Leone AFCON qualifiers. You're listening to Royal FM 95.1 in Ilorin. Enjoy good radio, Royal FM 95.1 wherever you are by downloading the Royal FM app on Google Play Store. You can also listen to us by visiting the Royal FM website at www.royalfm.net, or you watch us live on our Facebook page at Royal FM 951. I am Omonike Babatunde. Join us for details of the stories after the short break. You're welcome back. Now the news in detail. The National Population Commission, NPC, today clarified that the criticism over the postponement of the 2023 population and housing census, which was widely believed to be due to insufficient funds, was misinterpreted. The Commission explained that contrary to such insinuation, the NPC postponed the census exercise to save Nigeria from a national crisis. The Federal Commissioner in Plateau State, Mrs. Cecilia Depoit, made this disclosure today during a meeting with stakeholders in Jos, the state capital. The commissioner expressed optimism that the postponement of the national census would afford the new administration led by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to prepare adequately for the exercise. Following the removal of fuel subsidy in Nigeria and demand of labor union on increment in salaries and minimum wages, government at all levels have been called upon to extend palliatives to private sectors. Dr. Sulaiman Hafiz, a political analyst, stated this while featuring a Royal FM News and Current Affair program tagged News Panorama, where he enjoined government that if there is going to be a palliative like increment in salary, reduction of working days, among others, it should not be limited to public servants alone, but be extended to private sectors. Dr. Hafiz, while reacting to a recent peaceful protest in Cameroon over the subsidy removal by the Nigerian government, urged the Cameroonians to bear with Nigeria in this season.
Public servants, we are just one part of the chain. Yeah. You understand? There are other people. Yeah. There should be a way to make life easier. Government can even help the private sector by giving a small incentive to the private school teachers. Once we have the database and they are paying tax, it can even be a kind of tax relief. We can extend that to the teachers. And by now we have teachers who know what they are getting and they'll be happy doing their job. And of course, the health workers. That kind of palliative. And of course, that of minimum wage, we have always discussing it. What we have in Nigeria is one of relatively the lowest in the world. That can be included. And I'm not saying if we want these things to be productive, I'm not talking about only government workers. I'm talking about even private workers.
It could be recalled that a Cameroon motorcyclist showed concern with Nigeria by embarking on a peaceful protest few days to how the removal of fuel subsidy affected sales in the country. And now to news in Kogi State. Amza Mohammed has been officially affirmed by the Kogi State chapter of the Labour Party as a running mate of its candidate Barrister Adejo Okeme in the November 11th governorship election. The party's publicity secretary in Kogi State, Idako Emmanuel, confirmed this to newsmen today. This comes in the heels of the official release of the final list of political parties' governorship candidates by the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Emmanuel assure that the Labour Party's agenda, which is the Kogi restructuring agenda, is to set sail under the leadership of the duo of Okeme and Mohammed. Medical doctors in Abia State today suspended their 6-month-old industrial action to enable the present administration to offset the backlog of unpaid salaries. Dr. Isaiah Habali, the chairman of the Abia chapter of the Nigerian Medical Association (NMA), announced the suspension at a news briefing in Umaya. In a communique jointly signed by Habali and Secretary Daniel Ekeleme, the doctors said they decided to extend an olive branch to the current government to look for a way of resolving the crisis. The chairman disclosed that the Abia State University Teaching Hospital Management Board (HMB) and Ministry of Health were being owed 23, 16 and 2-month salary arrears respectively. He said that the immediate past administration of Governor Keze Ikpeazu did not make any reasonable and acceptable commitment of paying the salaries. An orderly for Honorable Chiji Collins, a former Speaker of the Imo State House of Assembly, has been discovered dead. The victim, only being identified as Charles, was discovered dead in a jungle in the state's Ogota local government area. It was gathered that a driver and Charles, an inspector of police, were abducted in the Hohaji Egbema Council area of the state a few weeks ago. Our correspondent learned that they were driving in a Hilux vehicle when they were intercepted by the attackers and taken into the bush. The driver was eventually discovered dead. The news is reaching you from Royal FM 95.1 Ilorin. We'll take a break now. When we return, we'll bring you the foreign news, business news, as well as news from the world of sports and also entertainment news. Please stay with us.
Your family needs you. Nigeria needs you. Drive safe and carefully. Your life is precious.
This message is reaching you from Royal FM 95.1 Ilorin.
Broadcasting live from the International Media Center, Ilorin, Kwara State, Nigeria. The news around the globe continues. And moving on to the foreign scene, Ukraine's military has launched attack on occupying Russian forces in the southern Zaporizhia region. Our correspondent Olayinka Dankazim has the details.
Good evening and welcome to Foreign News on Royal FM. Ukraine's military has launched attacks on occupying Russian forces in the key southern Zaporizhia region. It was gathered the Ukrainian troops, backed by tanks, artillery and drones, are trying to advance south of the town of Orikhiv for the second night running. A senior Ukrainian defense official said the enemy was in active defense. Several military experts have said the focus of Ukraine's long-awaited counter-offensive will be Zaporizhia. They argue Kyiv is trying to regain access of the Sea of Azov, splitting the occupying Russian forces in the region into two detached groupings. That's it on Foreign News this evening. I am Olayinka Dankazim.
Thank you so much, Olayinka Dankazim. And that's it on our Foreign News. Up ahead is our business news.
This is Royal FM Business News.
In business news, the Central Bank of Nigeria has urged Nigerians to embrace the e-Naira payment platform and join other countries that have abandoned the traditional cash payment mode of transaction. Speaking during a courtesy visit to the Vice Chancellor of the University of Uyo, Professor Nyado Ndayo, the branch controller of CBN, Uyo Messi Ogbompol, lamented that though the e-Naira platform started since 2021, it has yet to receive wide publicity, acceptance and usage. Ogbompol, who was represented by the Assistant Director of CBN, Isang Agbomi Enya, said its adoption and usage would help in policy making in terms of monetary policy decision because decisions are made based on information available. Explaining further, she insisted that the e-Naira system was more viable, simple and easy to use, adding that it would ease the payment of revenue and was in line with what is tenable in other advanced nations. And that's it on our business news. Up ahead is our entertainment news.
This is Royal FM Entertainment News.
In our entertainment update today, popular Nigerian chef Hilda Basi has debunked report of charging 25,000 naira for people to observe her culinary skills in Abuja. Our correspondent Adetoru Yenuga has the details.
Thank you. Good evening and welcome to RFM Entertainment Update. I am Adetoru Uenuga. Popular Nigerian chef Hilda Basi has debunked reports that she's charging 25,000 naira for people to observe her culinary skills in Abuja. Hilda gave the denial in a post on her Instagram page. Reports had emerged that Hilda planned a meet and greet session with her supporters in Abuja, but the Akwa Ibom State Bond clarified that she did not ask anyone to pay such an amount of money. The 27-year-old became famous after completing the 100-hour marathon cooking to surpass the previous Guinness World Record set by an Indian chef, Lata Tondon. With that, we've come to the end of our entertainment update. Back to the studio for the continuation of the news.
Thank you so much, Adetoru. And that ends our entertainment news. Up ahead is our sports news. Please stay with us.
This is Royal FM Sports News.
In the world of sport today, Super Eagles coach Josip Santos Pesero has invited captain Hamed Musa, goalkeeper Adebayo Adeleye, defender William Ekong, midfielder Alexi Wobi, and forward Moses Simon, among others, for next weekend's 2023 African Cup of Nations qualifying match against Sierra Leone in Monrovia. Also on the list is infirm forward Victor Osimhen, whose 31 goals in all competitions for his club side SSC Napoli helped the Italian Giants to the semi-finals of the UEFA Champions League and to their first Italian Serie A title in 33 years. Osimhen, who tops the strikers list, has also recently been honored with the National Award of Member of the Order of the Federal Republic by the Nigerian government. He also received a special ball and jersey from the World Football ruling body FIFA for his magnificent season. And that ends our sport update. In a soundbite this evening, Peter Obi advises President Tinubu on how to cushion the effect of subsidy removal.
Workers need to have some time to do one or two other things to enable them meet up with the situation of this fuel subsidy removal in PMS. Because if they decide to start working from Monday till Friday, so many of them will not have money to take transport to work.
It's a form of a palliative to civil servants. I hear people complaining why they did not extend it to the other people of it. No, it's the civil and public servant employees.
Reschedule your work, organize your work, that the work we have done for 5 days, do it in 3 days. Those 3 days work will compensate for 5 days work, just as the 5 days pay is commensurate with 3 days work. There's no cheating.
The governor, a policy for civil servants to be at home in that 3 days is not supposed, because it will encourage laziness and feel about the students, mostly the secondary school, the primary school, and feel about their future.
And that was a soundbite of the day where Peter Obi and many other Nigerians advises President Tinubu on how to cushion effects of subsidy removal. Before we end today's news around the globe, here again are the highlights of the news as brought to you. National Population Commission says postponement of 2023 census was to avert national crisis. Government's urge to extend subsidy-related palliative to private sectors. AMSA firms ask Kogi Labour Party's deputy governor candidate. Abia doctors suspend 6-month strike. And on the foreign scene, Ukraine army attacks Russian forces in southern Zaporizhia region. On business news, Central Bank of Nigeria lists benefit of e-naira, intensify sensitization. In entertainment news, Hilda Basi denies charging 25,000 naira to meet supporters in Abuja. And in the world of sports, Pesero lists Osimhen, he will be 21 others for Sierra Leone AFCON qualifier. With that, we've come to the end of today's news around the globe. It was compiled by Abayomi Oderemi and edited by Dada Uluwabamshi. For comment, observation, and information regarding unfolding events around you, kindly reach out to Royal FM Newsroom on 0805 0999 968. One more time, 0805 0999 968. I am Omonike Babatunde. Good evening.